is the price of the PS5, the price of the Pro. And they basically said because of tariff uncertainty, they're considering significantly increasing the price of the PS5 so that we pay for their profitability. Now,
what did you expect? We knew this already. That's why I keep putting shocked in the title. Y'all like, why does Gamester keep doing that even though we're not really shocked? Because these people, for some reason, act surprised as to why these things are happening. Gamester, what another W. I told you they were going to raise the price. As soon as I seen Microsoft do it, I knew it. That's why I didn't even complain that much. I'm like, yo, y'all don't see it? All three of these companies out here laughing at you, man, while you're out here defending them, talking about, oh, PlayStation, they care about the consumer. They kept it at $400, and now look at it. Now, the question is, do you know as to why these companies are doing this to you? You probably don't, and I can explain to you as to what's going on here. When the next generation consoles come out, they will most definitely be over $1,000. They're essentially using the old hardware to price gouge you guys into buying the more expensive next generation hardware to make it look more appealing, right? Would anybody want to spend $1,000 on a Pro or maybe $1,200 on a PlayStation 6? Do you understand what's going on here? See, this is what they're doing, man. They're trying to essentially force you guys to buy the other console because they're trying to say that, hey, well, I mean, if you pay $1,000 for this, you pay $200 more, you get a PS6, and people are going to be like, hey, you know, that's true, man. I might as well give them the additional $200 to $300 or whatever, how much they charge. That is what's going on here. The days of where consoles are going to lower in price is over. Companies knew that people was doing that, waiting 3 to 4 years, waiting for the library to come there. They know about you. They knew about this. So now what they're doing to compensate for that is by, if you don't buy that launcher, if you don't buy these consoles as early as possible, well, guess what? They're only going to go up. So they're making the people that normally wait to get these games and get these accessories and consoles at a later date. So essentially, they're punishing them for why they're waiting.
Now let's talk about this because people seem to be split. Some people are like, okay, this does make sense. Tariffs, obviously.
Oh, it makes sense now all of a sudden? What do you mean? But when Xbox raised the price, you know what, man? See, this is what I be telling y'all, man. It's so funny that when Microsoft raises, now mind you, I'm not justifying or defending it. All I'm saying, the hypocrisy. So it's understandable now. But when Microsoft did it, oh, they greedy, they taking money from the community. Let me hear that again, bro. I can't believe you just said that. Really?
So that we pay for their profitability. Now let's talk about this because people seem to be split. Some people are like, okay, this does make sense. Tariffs obviously suck. Everybody's dealing with it. But also, we've also just seen Microsoft.
And not just Microsoft. PlayStation did the same thing in other countries, but you people weren't paying attention. See, this is the problem. Stop being a fanboy and start looking at things from perspective and seeing how the industry is forming. But y'all don't want to see, oh, we still in the physical media era. Limited run is still around. This is how you people keep acting, man. This is why I keep putting shocked in the title, even though everybody in my audience ain't even shocked no more. Because you people still getting surprised over this crap.
Back up the price of the Xbox Series X to a ridiculous degree. Nintendo has already released a statement that they're thinking of increasing the price of the Nintendo Switch 2 to about $600 here towards the end of the year. But even seeing Sony follow suit, something about this.
It's not about phony. Phony. It's not about Sony following suit. It's the fact that this is what they're doing. Okay, before Microsoft does something, you don't think Sony and Nintendo are fully aware about as to what's going to happen? So essentially, Sony and Microsoft's like, hey, man, we want to push for $100 games. Nintendo's like, yeah, we can kind of push it with Mario Kart World. Is that what you're trying to do, Microsoft? That's only more money for us. Yeah. Is that what you're doing, Nintendo? Yeah, use one of your popular titles like Mario Kart World to do that. You know, push that new standard that these fanboys keep talking about. Yeah, I got you, Microsoft and Sony. Yeah, Mario Kart, this is Nintendo. We are proudly introducing Mario Kart World at $80. Oh, Microsoft and Sony acting surprised. Oh, I got that's the new standard, right? Oh, okay. Put the rest of our games at $80, and then they're gonna use GTA 6 to gouge you for $100. They're all working with each other, bro. That's why I don't understand what console war are you people talking about. Oh, they're following suit. Oh, they only doing it because Sony or Nintendo and Microsoft did it. They all know what this was gonna happen. That's why they're allowing it. you big dummy. Stop putting your faith in these companies as if they care about you, because we can clearly see they don't.
Off, but let me explain. I hope you're having a great day. And it's made there. You have factories there. You've got microchips being all soldered together and stuff. You put it on a boat, but when it gets unloaded,
what are you talking about? Bro, you don't know what you're talking about. The PlayStation 5 is not made in Japan. Oh, what are you talking about? PlayStation of America is what runs the gaming division. PlayStation of Japan has abandoned that console since the PS3. Let me hear this again. Let's hear it.
At least currently, that's the way it works. It's made there. You have factories there. You've got microchips being all soldered together.
Because all that stuff is being... You don't know nothing about gaming. See, this is why I gotta come in and chime in and give you guys the gamester knowledge. What are you talking about? What do you mean microchips? All this is AMD. This is all PC gaming architecture. What are you talking about? Ain't none of this coming from Sony besides the label they put on it. This is what Microsoft was telling you. Does it really matter if we make a console? This is an AMD console. This ain't even Sony. It just got Sony's label on it. But you're the same dude as that ROG Ally is not an Xbox handheld. All they did was put their symbol on it. Well, that also applies to the PS5, because that's exactly what it is. It's really AMD's console, but PlayStation 5 decided to put their name on it. That's literally what it is.
Stuff, you put it on a boat, but when it gets unloaded in whatever country it goes to, whether it's Portugal or Brazil or the United States, you pay the tariff at the dock. Now, that's just the way it's always worked. But basically what's been going on is that every country right now is having very erratic...
It doesn't matter, because the price of this hardware that they're selling you is old and outdated. So that should compensate for the fact of the tariff. See, bro, you stop defending them, bro. See, that's what y'all don't understand. Y'all defending... Imagine if they did this with the PS3 and 360, bro. These companies are taking advantage of y'all. Y'all just don't want to admit it because y'all still caught up in this console about it's Microsoft, Nintendo, and PlayStation. Bro, I'm telling you, they laughing at every single one of you.
As you can see here, this is literally the top reply to this tweet. And this is the thing, is that I do think that the part of this that sucks the most is that Sony straight up admits they're doing this to increase profitability. My fear is the fact that even if they do increase the price, let's say $100, even that is going to be ridiculously significant. But I also am afraid that even if stuff gets better down the line, even if they do, I don't know, raise minimum wage, even if they do...
What's getting better? Because as far as I'm concerned, the only people that are not benefiting from this is the consumer. Even with Microsoft with Doom Dark Ages, I found out it's 77 gigabytes. They could have definitely put that game on a CD, okay? But they chose not to. And you guys keep defending them. Like, this is stupid. You can sit there, it's because of Game Pass. It's because of people like you, GameStop and Game Pass. No, because I'm paying for the plethora of games. I'm not paying $20 just to play one game. Is that what you thought what Game Pass was all about? We got a plethora of games. Because if you have a problem with Game Pass, then you have to have a problem with subscription services in general, even if it's PlayStation Essential, which is what all you supported, and PC gamers can't come, we got free online. We don't do stuff like that. That's not true, because y'all used to pay to play MMORPG games online. That's where the whole concept came from. You guys, from PC. And now we got license keys that was also offered on which is also impacting what? Gaming consoles. Bro, I can talk poorly about any platform because I know what's going on here. You people just have agendas, and y'all want to sit there and say, it's Microsoft, it's PC, it's Nintendo's fault. Bro, this is what all these companies wanted. As much as you people really believe that they had your best interests at heart, they never did. Gamesta, what another W.
Pause tariffs, or maybe they pass some sort of thing where they, I don't know, go through Congress and say, we're not going to do tariffs again for 5 years. I don't know, I'm just literally spitballing. I don't exactly know how it works. My fear is the fact that people like PlayStation, they're not going to bring these prices back down. My biggest fear is the fact that, like this, I love the shocked Tom Cruise $1,000 PS5 Pro incoming. What does happen if the PS5 Pro, they go, we have to price it at $1,000.
Yeah, and I told you, see, the problem is you guys don't know why these companies are doing it. It's to make sure that you pay for the next-gen console, okay? I know people's like, that doesn't make sense. It does. Because if somebody says, okay, we got a PS5 Pro at 1,000 and we got a PS6 at 1,300, which console you're gonna buy? You're gonna probably say, I'll spend the extra additional $300 just to get that. I mean, let's be honest, consoles is no different than mobile phones and PCs at this point. It's no different. Oh, but y'all got paid for motherboards and GPUs and all this CPU, and y'all doing the same thing, paying for overpriced consoles. Wow.
No matter what, you're still getting raw materials. You're still usually going to be getting microchips from Singapore, something like that. You're usually 99% of the time, you have to get other parts from other places. So even if the actual assembly is the United States, you're still going to be paying some part of a tariff. We're not going to make every single part of the refinement process, the people that are actually making the motherboards, people that are assembling the graphics cards. We're not going to make all those different steps in the United States, because even if that does dodge tariffs, the price would still be ridiculously expensive, because then we're having to build all the factories and make all the supply lines inside the United States.
Well, clearly they show you that they don't care about the consumers, because they're not even willing enough to do that. They're like, you know what, gamers, pay, continue to pay for that. You know what I mean? And you people still keep sucking up to these companies. Wow.
This is something they definitely just said. This is sort of they asked a question. This is something they've always reported. PlayStation has always been a very big proponent of talking about the fact that, 75 million people logged into a PlayStation console this month. They always like to hype numbers like that, because you don't know if that means a PlayStation Portal. You don't know if it means somebody booting up a PlayStation 3. It means just monthly active users, right?
It means absolutely nothing.
I think that this is a sign that, we're probably going to be seeing even more PlayStation games coming to PC. That's great. That's cool.
Oh, now it's great. Oh, but that means that they're third party. That's what it means. You see, bro, it's like, why am I even making these videos, man? Like, I know why I make them, but why are we doing this? Like, why don't you guys get it already, man? I'm telling you, the next gen console is going to be $1,000. I told you they were going to raise the price. As soon as I seen Sony raise it in other countries, I'm like, why is everybody complaining Xbox is doing it? We already know Sony's going to follow suit. As you guys can clearly see, I called it out already. We knew this. Because I understand how the gaming industry works, bro. Apparently, y'all don't.
Well, I do think this is a sign about how
Look at this.
PlayStation has been pretty transparent about
Keep damage control.
Very much gung-ho on
transparent. When has Sony been transparent about anything? They're not even transparent with the games they even drop in your console. I mean, at this point, this is the most pathetic group of fanboys that I've ever seen in throughout my 20 years of gaming. Okay, within this gen, it's terrible. What happened to the days when PS3 gamers were out here saying we demand more, Sony? They got kids. They got all this. That was a console war when we had gamers demanding games for each other, and Sony was actually doing what they told them to do. Now we live in an era where you guys are defending the company more than the company is defending you. This is pathetic.
Being live service. They're trying to make as much as possible. They really want to have their own version of Fortnite. They really want to have a big...
Who called it? Games still win another W. And that's why Sony's been pushing for live service and subscription games. I've been telling y'all this for years, bro. It seems like y'all don't listen to me. It's okay. That's fine. You don't have to listen to me, because all you guys do is continue to give me more content to keep exposing you off your own hypocrisy.
Live service game, daily bonuses, and seasonal item packs and microtransactions.
Yeah, we know that. Because I mean, just look at what Marathon is. We get it.
Kind of stuff that not only does it make people engaged, it will significantly boost their monthly active users. And I guess I don't really like this kind of metrics. I play a lot of Blizzard games in the past. I've played thousands of hours of World of Warcraft and Diablo and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Xbox games. So you continue to, bro, I'm done.
That's the thing that the Diablo community in the world understands how markets have to act.
He's going to sit there and go as far to say, I understand. No, you don't understand. That's why you make these dumb videos and expect people to get outraged about Sony raising the price of the console. I already know why this is happening. And when Sony decides to come out with their new piece of hardware, I'm telling you, man, it's over 1,000. Y'all know it. Everybody was in my chat. I was even live streaming. You're like, Gamester, you really think it's going to be over 1,000? Yeah. And we might not even see the PS6 before then. You might even see it with your own PS5 Pro. Gamester with another W, man. I'm always getting them right. Y'all, there's never really a time where I'm actually wrong in this community, man. I told you that Gears Ultimate would literally come out, right, when Lost Soul Aside for PlayStation, and look what happened. That's exactly what's going on. You got Microsoft competing for Sony, even in their own storefront. But I really think Sony don't care, man. Sony gave up. I don't think a lot of you guys understand. Sony really gave up as a company. They're just allowing Microsoft to put whatever game they want on there to build up because, like you said, they want those monthly active users. And what type of games that's going to keep those monthly active users playing on PS5? Ding, 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 ding. Good answer, Carl. Xbox games, because they have online multiplayer. Expect more PlayStation games going to PC. Expect more Xbox games going to PS5. This is what it is, guys. Stop the fanboy trash. These companies do not care about you. If it took you this long, it was only going to be a matter of time that these things hit America. They already raised the price in other countries. What makes you thought that they were going to completely miss yours, considering that y'all the only country that brings in probably the most money for PlayStation in the first place? Y'all some dummies. Y'all really thought they were going to let you get away with that? Oh, they're going to miss us. Oh, you know what I mean? They focusing on all the other countries. No, I already knew that. I already knew when that happened, U.S. was going to be impacted too. We already knew it was going to happen with Microsoft because that's where Microsoft makes most of their money, from the U.S., the U.K., and stuff like that. So it was kind of obvious. So that's why Microsoft did it immediately. And as you can see, it's already happened. Right? Now we're going to see Sony do the same thing. And what are you guys going to complain now? Now you're going to buy $600-$700 PS5s and $600 Xbox Series X's and about $400 Series S's, Series S's. You know, I mean, you really don't have no room to complain. And I'm telling you, I'm going to explain why these companies are doing it to essentially make the other piece of hardware more, more mandatory to go out there and buy. And on top of that, the gamers that usually wait for discounts and sales of these consoles, they're no longer appealing to you no more. Okay? If you don't buy these consoles right away, they're going to go up. That's what's going on. They're not waiting for, I'm going to wait 3 years and wait for the libraries flourish. You know what I'm saying? And wait till all the games come out and then buy one. Nope. If it gets more games, it's going to cost more money. So essentially, they sold you a PS5 bare bones. Now, this is how you know when the games are coming. All right? This is how you know. When they raise the price of the console, that's how you know the games are coming. They're like, oh, no. Our console's more valuable than what we have it priced now. We got too many games coming. We got GTA 6 coming out. No, we have to raise the prices now. You see what I'm saying? Have you guys noticed that? Like, this is not by coincidence, bro. GTA 6 got delayed for this reason. And Rockstar don't care because they want to sell you a more expensive game anyway. So they're looking at it like it's a win-win situation. You guys, I'm telling you, GTA 6 would have came out this year. But they're going to wait till all this plays out first. They're all in bed with each other. And then they'll be like, okay, we can put a $100 game now? Okay, that's kind of what we wanted anyway. Thank you. Y'all are stupid, bro. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video, man. Like I said, GameStop with another W. I'm always calling out the wins. Y'all already know. We already knew this, man. You know what I mean? But apparently the gaming community is shook.